shoulders down, and she's done it, Harleen Lopez! Winner!
What a moment in Philadelphia.
Acceptance is the first step towards cultivating understanding. I didn't just win the Prodigy Cup that night. I claimed it. And I continued to defend it and retain it. And most of the time it wasn't pretty. But for 245 days, I proved why the Prodigy Cup Championship is my symbol of acceptance. Now I face my biggest challenge yet. Gabby Forza.
Gnomie's coming for gold!
They say that a gnome guards treasure deep beneath the earth. But they also say that they're stubborn, they play into harmful stereotypes, and they bring nothing but bad luck.
I'm a bad person.
I don't see any of those negative qualities when I look at Gabby Forza. I see a strong, resilient, unbreakable force that knows exactly what she wants out of professional wrestling. But understand this, Gabby. You are walking into my home, in front of my crowd, the people that accepted me, that accepted the spiteful brute, and every little flaw that's wrong with me. I didn't arrive here polished. My life was troubled long before I even stepped foot in a professional wrestling ring. 2026 is not just another year in the book of Harleen Lopez. It is the year to prove why the pain and the suffering grows within me is all going to be worth it. And I will continue to be your Prodigy Cup champion.
A highly anticipated bout. A highly anticipated Power Pro Lucha debut. Gnome and the Gnome, making her way here to Philadelphia to the Inspector US Squash Center for her shot at the Prodigy Cup Championship. And I'll tell you, even over the course of the last few months, Gabby Forza has been on a tear. From winning the #1 contendership for the Limitless World Championship after winning the Rumble earlier this month, to being part of the Lodestone training camp with WWE superstar Bayley, got to sit under some incredible learning trees, and just last night faced Cruel for the IWTV Undisputed Independent Wrestling World title in a hardcore match. The sky has been the limit for the Gnome Gabby Forza.
And this is going to be a slobber knocker, if you will, between these two. Harleen Lopez, the defending in her last defense of the Prodigy Cup. Win, lose, or draw, this is going to be the last time that she'll be defending this contest. Obviously, she's going to want to come out with a victory here. But as we hit our anniversario event in the beginning of April, we are going to crown a new Prodigy Cup champion. And the path that Harleen Lopez has blazed, holding what is inevitably or invariably the only singles title here in Power Pro Lucha, she has blazed a trail second to none. The trendsetter, the pace, but she's going to have her work cut out for her with everything that you, Alyssa, just mentioned. that Gabby Forza has done in her career.
Or at least recordings.
Here we go. There's going to be a huge opportunity here. Harleen Lopez, the spiteful brute, usually she has a strength advantage over her opponents. And I think that strength advantage is going to be eliminated here, taking on Gabby Forza. You heard everything that Samira said. All of those powerlifting, those bench press lifting things. A very powerful competitor, so this is going to be more evenly matched than one would think. We're going to see who changes up their game plan first in this contest.
And we had seen referee Adam Galt holding up the Prodigy Cup, that trophy that means the world to Harleen Lopez. She has made the Prodigy Cup what it is. She has set the tone for what that honor signifies here at Power Pro Lucha. And now as the two combatants seem to size one another up, it's the spiteful brute against the brute strength of the gnome.
I would have no problem if this devolved into a super pose down, but that's okay with me. And look at the power.
Chucked down to the mat unceremoniously. Was Harleen Lopez not a position that Harleen Lopez is used to finding herself in?
And you know, Alyssa, you had mentioned all the allocates here that Gabby Forza comes into this contest with, and what finds her way to Power Pro Lucha is, with all of that she's done in Limitless and other promotions going for the IWTV title, she came here because she wanted the Prodigy Cup. She wanted to face Harleen Lopez, and Harleen has attracted some of the biggest and brightest names in all of professional wrestling in her tenure as the Prodigy Cup champion. And listen, she could take on soup cans, she could take on easy competitors to just rack up victories, but she said, bring me the best, bring me the brightest, bring me the top stars in all of wrestling, and I'll beat them all. And I'm hoping tonight that she does, but she's gonna, like I said, have her work cut out for her as they're jockeying for position here. Quick cover.
Rolling all the way through, gets the shoulders of Forza down, and you had seen the way that now trips off of her feet. Swinging through that Maestral cradle, the shoulders are down. And instead opting another submission predicament. We've seen so much technical prowess. Shifts the shoulders, does Forza. Forces the break from the spiteful brute. And now off of her feet. Swept away, able to escape, and sends Forza straight into the turnbuckles. Climbs in with that uppercut. Closing the distance once more with heavy artillery is the spiteful brute. Since capturing that Prodigy Cup, we have seen successful defenses in four-way competition. We saw that defense against Junie Underwood, against Brooke Havok most recently, and now Gabby Forza, an incredible test for the spiteful brute Harleen Lopez.
Harleen Lopez pushing her advantage here, trying to rush in with those series of European uppercuts, but not really able to get any sort of long, distinct advantage, as these two are really counter-wrestling, counter-powering each other at this point. And who is going to make the first mistake to keep that advantage for any length of time to score a victory? And I think Gabby just did, sticking her head through the ropes like that and eating a face full of foot.
As now winding over that top rope. Dangerous predicament, dangerous positionings, weaving all the way through and throw first over that elevator cable-like rope.
Right, Alyssa, yeah, Alyssa, you're correct. We say
taken into the ring with force from Forza. Winding through now and chucked overhead. Harleen Lopez arching her back against the pain. Gabby Forza came in here looking for a fight. She has found one in Harleen Lopez.
Yeah, and this one, when you look up a struggle in professional wrestling, in the early onset of this one, that's what this has been. Both these competitors are given neither one an opportunity.
Scooped and slammed by the Gnomie. Gabby Forza now drops with that senton, hooks the leg seamlessly.
Tight cradle there around the neck and around the leg, had her right in the center of the ring. Did Gabby Forza.
We know that in April we will be starting a new Prodigy Cup tournament. But Gabby Forza, what kind of a message would it send if she could be walking out of here, taking that title, wrestling it away from Harleen Lopez? Now an Oklahoma stampede is about to begin.
I love it.
Careening down to the mat, wastes no time, but Harleen Lopez just barely kicking out.
And Alyssa, you bring up a good point here. If Gabby Forza is victorious here, of course, yes, she is now the new Proidgy Cup champion, but obviously that cup gets vacated as we head to April 3rd and April 4th. A victory here, one would assume, would maybe put Gabby Forza in line to be in that tournament to compete for that, or would this make her ineligible because she's a former champion? I'm going to need to get with the board of directors, the rules committee, the international committee to find out what the ruling would be on a victory. But right now, Harleen Lopez still in this contest, and she is still the Prodigy Cup champion. But for how long?
Driven down to the mat. Could it change right here? No. Shoulders of Harleen Lopez. Kicks out just in time, keeps the matchup alive for herself. And now over the course of her budding career, Gabby Forza, I feel like, has shown so much dedication to the sport. When she first began wrestling training, it was while also balancing football season, practices, and games. She's put her body through absolute hell, a former linebacker at the same time as becoming a professional wrestler. And all of that power to boot. Are you kidding?
And you're starting to see that smile that was on Gabby Forza's face earlier. This contest is starting to fade away. The deeper this one goes, as Gabby Forza again, and just muscling Harleen Lopez over. And every time Harleen Lopez does get over to the ropes, does hold on, so it's going to make it that much more difficult for Forza to grab her, pull her up to the feet, go for a pin, something. Harleen Lopez, though, has got to start fighting back at this point, because the last couple minutes here have all been Forza.
As now we're seeing signs of life from the spiteful brute. I feel like there's more on the line than just the Prodigy Cup for Harleen Lopez. Wait a second, chucked overhead. But still on her feet, staring daggers at Gabby Forza, weaving around. And reversal of fortune here. Gabby Forza taken down to the mat.
But you see Harleen Lopez holding the back of her head.
Great minds thinking alike, cutting each other off at the pass, and both combatants are down.
And this has been the hard-hitting affair that we knew it would be, Alyssa. Referee checking on both competitors. See if someone's going to stir first before he starts putting the count on both competitors. Gabby Forza here, starting to get up.
Fans here in Philadelphia rallying behind Harleen Lopez. a hometown favorite here, but I think Gabby Forza has also made some quick friends here in the crowd. Infectious energy, but now dishing the blows back and forth, champion and challenger. And for Harleen, she's talked about how she knows Gabby Forza is a star on the rise. She wants to be part of the same conversation. Blocks the blow, dishes one back, lighten up the Gnome. Lopez off the ropes. And right into the crossface.
Fantastic.
Secured a victory in the past. Will it do it tonight to retain?
And I will admit, I am unfamiliar if Gabby Forza has any sort of submission game in her arsenal. We do know for sure that Harleen Lopez does. Thought that was a break, but no, rolls through, still holding on.
Now standing, but looked like Harleen was trying to maybe get in a position for an octopus, instead dropped back by Gabby Forza. That incredible show of power and fortitude.
But being locked in that hold has taken a lot out of Forza.
It also forced Forza, oh wait a second.
Vader bomb out of the corner, deep hook.
A Gnome bomb from Forza, but still not enough to keep Lopez down. Finds her motivation from struggles in her life for how she's fought tooth and nail for every opportunity, and now was, oh, wait a second! Could have been looking for that spear, but instead dodges it, does Lopez.
Yeah, crash sternum first into the middle buckle there. Lopez has her in the center of the ring. Rolling suplexes perhaps here.
And Harleen Lopez looking for three amigos, that nod to Eddie Guerrero. But instead, no, take too much time.
And you saw that Gabby Forza was fighting on every one of those, and it was the third one. Didn't let her finish the three amigos. One more time, perhaps.
Oh, geez, instead, right into the turnbuckles. Back of the leg has screaming in pain.
Yeah, and you saw Gabby clutching her calf after the way that she hit there.
That hammer lock, lariat hooks the leg, and oh, just barely. Forza's still in this.
We knew Forza had this sort of fight in them. And now, fighting up, Harleen Lopez definitely needs to go to something here. Having her locked up in a submission. Needs to be careful. The last time that she tried this, Gabby rolled her onto her shoulders for a pin. Referee Adam Galt checking just to make sure that both shoulders aren't down.
Careful with the positioning. Instead, taken off of the mat and dropped by Forza.
But not enough to capitalize. Gabby Forza's taken maybe too much punishment. Did not go for the pin. Or maybe she's looking to get that spear one more time. Knows if she connects with that, that's going to be all.
Almost takes her out of the ring. The spear from Forza. Oh no, too close to the ropes. Wait a second. Only two. Oh, but you can see clutching at her ribcage, Harleen Lopez is in trouble. And now howling in frustration at the fight that she has gotten from Harleen Lopez. Gabby Forza now. In a second, lands on her feet. Her waist lock. Clock to the back elbow and another. Pulled by the tights. That forearm between the shoulder blades goes low. That same leg that she'd been treating so gingerly after being chucked into the turnbuckles. Harleen now. Oh, wait a second. Trying to lock in another submission hold.
Referee right there to check it. She's not on the canvas. She's in a vertical base with this octopus hold. She's got her ankles locked.
Forza faltering. Will she tap out?
And again, that damage that we saw before to her calf.
You can see the knee buckling.
You got it, you got it. Oh, she's back up to a vertical base. She's tapped though.
Harleen Lopez, eyes were wide, shaking off the incredible amount of damage that Gabby Forza delivered tonight at hashtag PPL Fist in what we very well believe is her last appearance as the current and first ever Prodigy Cup champion. There is no denying the legacy that Harleen Lopez has left as its first holder.
That's right, every future champion is going to have to look to this reign, to the defenses that she had as the first ever Prodigy Cup champion, and wonder, is my reign, are my victories going to measure up to what Harleen Lopez did? And for it to, you are going to have to fight tooth and nail, and you're going to have to beat the absolute best. And that is Harleen Lopez, but take nothing away from Gabby Forza. She gave as good as she got, and it was just a matter of fact that it was the leg was either going to go or the neck was going to go in that hold, and she had no choice but to give it up. I hope we see Gabby Forza here in Power Pro Lucha again in the near future. What a competitor.
After being beckoned back into the ring by Harleen Lopez. The ferocity in the eyes and the handshake, that respect exchanged between two hellacious fighters. Wait a second, that gnome hat. Wait a second, Gabby Forza. The ultimate respect, bestowing the gnome hat on the Prodigy Cup champion, Harleen Lopez. Both combatants can appreciate the fight that they found in one another tonight at Fist of the North Star. As we prepare to take a brief break, we want to remind you that we have so much more excitement still to come tonight, including the Philly Street Fight for the Triple Tech Championship still ahead. And we will continue celebrating this win for Harleen Lopez. Be sure that you're staying tuned on social media and right here on IWTV. For Diamond Joe and Alyssa Marino, we will be right back.